Imagine ruling over a vast empire that stretches across an entire subcontinent, only to see it crumble within a few generations. This is the story of the Mughal Empire, a tale of grand ambition, extraordinary achievements, and an eventual decline that reshaped the course of South Asian history. Our journey begins in 1526, when Babur, a determined warrior of Central Asian descent, set his eyes on the rich lands of northern India. Babur's conquest marked the birth of a formidable empire that would soon expand its influence over the Indian subcontinent. With a keen understanding of both military tactics and the art of leadership, Babur succeeded in establishing a dynasty that promised not only expansion, but also cultural fusion. His arrival was not merely a change in rulers, but the beginning of a new era where diverse traditions would blend into a vibrant tapestry. As the empire took root, the foundation was laid through relentless resolve and visionary leadership. Babur's military genius and his ability to adapt to local conditions allowed the fledgling empire to grow rapidly. His early victories set the stage for the rise of a state that would eventually become known for its incredible cultural and architectural contributions. Babur's legacy was one of courage and innovation, a spark that ignited the ambition of his successors. Fast forward to the era of Akbar, whose reign would herald a golden age. Akbar, often celebrated for his enlightened policies, embraced a philosophy of religious tolerance at a time when such ideas were rare. He set an example of how an empire could thrive on diversity, incorporating various traditions into its own identity. During his rule, the Mughal court became a melting pot of cultures and ideas. As one historian noted, Akbar's reign saw significant religious tolerance, sophisticated bureaucracy, and cultural fusion, notably influenced by Persian art. His policies were not only revolutionary, but also laid the groundwork for a society that celebrated pluralism and intellectual growth. The empire under Akbar flourished economically and artistically. He recognized that the strength of an empire lay in the unification of its people, irrespective of their backgrounds. His court attracted poets, artists, and scholars from across the lands, each contributing to a cultural symphony that resonated far beyond the boundaries of his realm. Public works, administrative reforms, and military strategies melded to create a state that was both robust in governance and rich in artistic expression. As the art and architecture of the period evolved, the Mughal Empire became synonymous with creativity and progress. Yet every empire, no matter how illustrious, faces challenges. The narrative takes a dramatic turn with the reign of Shah Jahan, whose era was marked by both splendor and the seeds of future decline. Shah Jahan is best remembered for his architectural achievements that transformed the skyline of history. Under his guidance, the empire reached new heights of aesthetic brilliance. His construction of the Taj Mahal between 1632 and 1653 stands as a lasting monument to love and loss, an ivory-white marvel that continues to captivate the world. In addition to the Taj Mahal, the majestic Red Fort in Delhi rose as a symbol of imperial power and grandeur. The architectural feats of Shah Jahan were more than mere constructions. They were expressions of the empire's cultural dynamism. The Taj Mahal, completed in 1653, remains one of the world's most iconic structures, a mausoleum built in memory of his beloved wife, Mumtaz Mahal. Its intricate artistry and breathtaking beauty are testaments to the ingenuity and sophistication of Mughal architecture. For a brief period, the empire basked in the glow of its own magnificence, and its cities gleamed with the promise of prosperity and cultural richness. However, the glory of the Mughal Empire was not destined to last. Beneath the layers of artistic achievement and cultural innovation, internal strife and external pressures quietly began to erode the foundations of this once mighty power. As the empire expanded, managing its enormous territories became a difficult balancing act. Political instability emerged from within, as bureaucratic inefficiencies and rivalries threatened the unity that had been so carefully cultivated. At the same time, growing economic difficulties and the rising influence of colonial forces, particularly the British, imposed additional strains. The decline of the Mughal Empire was a gradual process, marked by a series of challenges that loomed large over its future. Political fragmentation weakened the central authority, and regional governors began to assert their independence. With the empire in disarray, external forces saw an opportunity to tighten their grip on the subcontinent. This period of decline was characterized by the loss of administrative coherence, economic decline, and a shifting balance of power on the international stage. By the mid-19th century, the once mighty Mughal presence had all but dissolved, leaving behind memories of an era that had reshaped the region's destiny. In reflecting on the rise and fall of the Mughal Empire, we are not merely looking back at a chapter in history. We are exploring the timeless narrative of ambition, innovation, and inevitable decline. The Mughal saga teaches us about the heights that human endeavor can reach, as well as the vulnerabilities inherent in any great civilization. Their story stands as both a beacon of cultural achievement and a cautionary tale of how internal discord and external pressures can unravel even the most magnificent of legacies. As we trace the epic journey of the Mughal Empire, we witness the interplay between vision and reality. Babur's pioneering spirit, Akbar's enlightened governance, and Shah Jahan's artistic legacy all contributed layers to an empire whose influence still reverberates today. Their contributions transformed the cultural landscape of South Asia and laid the groundwork for many modern practices in art, architecture, and administration. The remnants of their achievements continue to inspire awe and reflection in equal measure. This narrative is not simply about emperors and battles. It is about the enduring impact of human creativity and the inherent challenges of sustaining power over time. The rise of the Mughals was fueled by dreams and determination, while their decline reminds us of the fragility of even the grandest of endeavors. As young minds explore this history, they are invited to consider how vast empires are built upon hopes, values, and an unyielding pursuit of excellence, and how those same forces can, in turn, be the seeds of downfall. Today, the Mughal legacy lives on in the intricate details of the art and architecture they left behind. From the majestic domes to the elegant gardens that once graced the palaces of the empire, every stone and every carving tells a story. The cultural contributions of the Mughals continue to influence contemporary art and design, serving as a reminder of a time when beauty and power walked hand in hand. Their story challenges us to learn from the past and to reflect on how societies, regardless of their achievements, must remain vigilant against the undercurrents of decline. In conclusion, the history of the Mughal Empire offers us a rich tapestry of lessons. Its rise is a celebration of human potential and brilliance, and its fall is a poignant reminder of our vulnerabilities. By studying this incredible journey, we come to understand that every great enterprise carries within it the seeds of both its glory and its undoing. As we explore these ancient narratives, we are compelled to think deeply about our own society, our values, and the legacies we wish to create. Discover the rich history and enduring legacy of the Mughal Empire, and how its rise and fall shaped the world we know today.